Hey guys, it's Kathy. I just wanted to work on making a few little paper clips for my journal, so I thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride. I've got out, of course, some paper clips, and I also have some bulb pins out, some little jump rings, a few little scraps of fabric that I thought went with my paper, and I've got some die cuts. I gotta tell y'all, my husband cut all my die cuts out. He does all of my fussy cutting. He discovered during, a couple years ago that he liked to do that. I was sitting over there doing it, and he said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I need something to occupy my time." I said, "Okay, I can put you to work." And so I did, put him to work. And he has cut out, I'll bet, 1,000 flowers and butterflies. All those good things that we love to use. But I gotta tell you, the fussy cutting relaxed me so much. I just loved to do it. But I know that it helps him relax too, because it's gotten him through a couple of down times, and he is one that cannot stand to be idle. He is always doing something, which is a very good thing. So, but anyway, he does my fussy cutting. He's my fussy cutting person. But every once in a while, I sneak some in too. I wanted to teach him how to use my Cricut, but you know that he wasn't so into. But whatever he can do, right? That I don't have time for a lot of times. Okay, I'm going to try to make in a couple of hidden paper clips. I wonder if I could get 2 out of that, and I think I can. So if I cut it that wide, and this is an experiment, I haven't done them like this before, and I cut them not that long. Yeah. Okay, let's go for it. Let's just give one a try and see if it works. Actually, look at that. That almost fits on there, but yeah, that's not what we're doing. Okay, I see what I need. I need a third. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. And I think from that, we'll make just a regular paper clip. Yep. Like that. I like that a lot. And then we might be able to decorate up a little bit. Nope, don't even want to cover that up. I'm just not mad at that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold that in half. Then I'm going to get my paper trimmer back out and trim these little edges just to make sure they're exactly right. Because we don't want any overhang. We don't want the white showing, although I will probably ink it. Okay, let's go with that. Now I've got little slivers of paper all over the place. That's okay. That's why we have a broom, isn't it? Okay. And I wanted it up this way. And I want my little loop on the inside. Something else I want to do before I glue it is I want to round my little corners. Just a little bit. I don't know, that just makes it look a little bit more finished. Alrighty. Now, third time's charm, right? Little loop on the inside. And then there's two glues that I like to use for my hidden paper clips, or my paper clips, decorated paper clip, I guess this is. It's not too hidden. I'm going to use the Fabrifix today. The reason is because that paper clip is a little bit bigger and bulkier, and if I use my art glitter glue or another white glue, it's going to sink into the paper, and then the paper will be your image, your paper clip will show through your top. Yeah, I don't have words today, y'all. Sorry. There are some days I just don't have my words, and that's okay. And you know what I didn't do, but I can still do it. I didn't put a charm on there. So let's see what we got going on over here. I thought about putting a bead dangle, and then it can hang out from wherever the paper clip is, but I don't like that one on there. Nope, nope. Nope, nope. What about this one? I don't know if it, yeah. Okay, let's see how that one does. That's good. But what I could do is put it on a jump ring and put a charm on there. I think I will do that. How about if we put the heart? There we go. Let's see what we can find in here. A nice heavy jump ring. Okay. Here we go. You always open your jump rings in a twisting. You don't pull them apart because that'll break them faster. So we'll do this, and we'll just, well, we can also just close it up and slide it on. Make sure it's seated in there good. And there we go. Yeah, I like that better, the way it's dangling. That makes a difference. So then we can put this in our book any way we want to. And our little danglies are going to dangle. And these are bead dangles that I make and I have in my Etsy shop. And I just love them. I love having a bunch of them made up and ready to go. That was easy. All right, so there's our first one. That was easy. Now, what do we want to do with this? This I'm not as pleased with, so we can actually use that as the inside for one, though. Yes, we can. Okay, so what I mean by that is you'll take 2 pieces of paper. Let's see how wide we want this. Do we want it to be taller? It's going to be on the inside. Let's decide with this one. Okay. We're going to find a little cutter. And put that about there. And I'm going to use this one because I like this one. Okay. Okay. I need a longer piece of paper to go on the inside, so we can do that. Oh, we can go on the inside with this one. Or who knows, I might like it on the outside. So I'm just trimming off these edges. Try to trim them off straight. Okay, and now this one on the inside needs to be a little bit longer than the one on the outside. And I want that to show. So I'm just going to cut it a little bit longer. Okay. And then we're going to fold this one in half. And when we put it like this, the smaller one on top, it should give us just a little bit of a frame, like that. You can cut it flush or leave it a frame. I kind of like it having that frame there. It makes it look kind of three-dimensional. Now, what I'm going to do again is round my corners. I'm just going to round the bottom corners on this one, though. And I'm going to go with a medium corner. I'm going to do the same thing for the top layer. And I know y'all have seen this done a million times, and you have seen it done by people who are much better at it than me. But again, I said this in a previous video, y'all gonna find out that if I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay, now let's see what the back looks like. Not quite as pleased, but we might be able to decorate that up some. This might end up being the back. I just like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we've got the longer one and the shorter one. And we want the longer one on the inside. So the shorter one's going to be on the outside. So what we're going to do is put this paper clip over the top of this one. Then, because I'd like to dangle a charm from it, you don't have to do this part, but I would like to dangle a charm from it. So I'm going to get out my handy dandy little craft knife, and yes, this is a construction piece of dangerous weapon right here. My husband gave it to me, so yeah, y'all be careful using anything like that. So now what happens when I put my top layer on, I can push that paper clip right up between, or right up through that little slit that I made. Y'all, I'm telling you, words are not coming today. I know everybody has days like that, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Then, what we're going to do is glue down our paper clip on both sides. But we're going to be glue. This paper is smaller, and I don't want to get glue on the edges. So I'm going to glue on this paper, and I'm going to glue both sides. And we'll glue down both sides. So we know that the glue needs to go all the way to the edge on this. And this glue is going to hold. A lot of people do this with hot glue. And I think I told y'all before that hot glue is just not my friend. I think it's because I work so slow. Hot glue just does not want to do it for me. So here again, I'm going to poke that paper clip up through that center and get it lined up best I can. And glue that down to cover up that paper clip. And now we have our little clip end to hang our dangle from. And then when we go to use our paper clip, you just put it on your page, and it doesn't snag the other side of the paper clip. It doesn't snag anything. That paper clip is inside the layers of paper. So I think that works out wonderfully. Cover your glue, Kathy. And then once that glue gets dry, that paper clip's not going to go anywhere. Okay, sorry, y'all hear my phone. I failed to turn it off, or usually I don't get too many calls this time of day. Okay, now, because I'm not real pleased with this, I might just go ahead and give it a little personality back here. I got several pieces of fabric out. Let's see what we've got. Well, that pops up off of there, doesn't it? What about a button for that? I've got this little bowl of stuff, just random stuff that I keep on my desk that I just pop stuff. Ooh, that's pretty. I just pop things in when they're left over from another project or whatnot. I just put things in there, and then I have a better tendency to use them as I go. Just like that little button. I really like that. I like that button. Okay. One thing I don't like is buttons that don't have any thread in them. And I could actually sew this button on. But for the sake of time, I am just going to do this. Put the threads through. and this is just a scrap piece of waxed thread. If you watched my previous video, you would have seen me actually wax this thread and use another part of it. And of course, tying a simple knot is not going to be simple. There we go. Okay. So then we can either cut the threads off all the way, or just leave a little bit of a hint of what's going on back there. And I think I'll do that. Just give it a little bit more interest. Okay, I like that. So now even the back of our paper clip is going to be pretty. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, I think first I will put the fabrics together. You don't need a whole lot of glue. I'm just making a little cluster here, and I probably just put way too much glue on that. It'll be okay. It will dry clear. It will be okay. There we go. Now we'll just put it right on here. And there we go. How simple was that? And we have a second paper clip. Now we can put a charm on there. Oh, that's just so pretty. I just love those flowers. Let's see. Maybe a dragonfly. Maybe a key on this one. Yep, I like that. And then, what color did we like for this one? I like that color. I like that color. Which one's best? And then we've got this one, but I think I'm going to do something different with this one. Nope. I think I like this one. And I mix metals. I don't worry about what color I pull out. If I like it, and I do it. And to me, this just looks old. And that's what we're going with here, so whatever happens, happens. Now, here is a jump ring. Might be a little too big, though. I think I kind of like this one. Nothing like being picky about your jump rings after you've just said it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go with this. Get this opened up. Put my key on. Now, this one, because the paper clip is already glued in, I'm going to have to put the paper clip on my jump ring as I go. And there we are. Another pretty paper clip. And here again, you can put it on the side of your page, the other side of your page, or the top of your page. And your page goes in between the two longest papers so it doesn't snag. So like this. And then you can hold things under there. Like this. Well, if I could pay attention to what I'm doing. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Nothing like tooting your own horn, huh? There we go. I just love it. Just love them. Okay, so I needed a couple to match this journal. Now, I think I'll do one on a bulb pen. And let's see. We've got some pretty, well, does this one go with that one? It does. It actually, those colors go well together. And this is super simple. Just open up your bulb pen. Drop your little dangles on there. And look, on these I have loops at the bottom to be able to put your charms on the bottom. So I think what we'll do with this one is put the little dragonfly and the little flower on there. So I think that'll be good. So I need 2 jump rings. Yeah, y'all be surprised if you see this video, because I just really... Remember when I talked about radio silence? Yeah, you'll probably get a lot of that today. I'm sure that my poor little dog gets confused. Got a little Yorkie. And she sits in here in her little bed with me a lot of times. She's in with my mom right now. But, yeah, she sits in here a lot of times, and I'm sure she's wondering why I have started talking to myself all of a sudden. Because I've always been a really quiet crafter. Just sit here and do my thing, and all is well, you know. There we go. Now we've got that on there. So let's put our little dragonfly on. I think these I love dragonflies. Dragonflies, butterflies, flowers, animals of any kind, except for the slithery ones. I don't too much go for the iguanas and the snakes and those kinds of things. Let's just say I like the girly animals. And these are not animals, they're insects, but yeah, I like the girly things of life. Dogs and cats and horses and giraffes and even the occasional cow. Okay, so here is our little dangle with our dragonfly and our flower, and that dragonfly's not wanting to turn around right for me. So what I'm going to do is flip the flower over to the other side just because it was first on the thing, and there we go. Y'all, please don't pay attention to my hands. My hands are awful. Awful. Now, another idea, very little idea I had the other day was, those are not scissors, Kathy, was to take a piece of fabric and I'm sure somebody else has done this. Please don't think I'm taking this idea as my own. I don't even know if it's going to work, but if it works, I'm sure somebody else has done it. Okay, put that on there like that. See, I'm going to have it all backwards again. Hide and watch. That's not where I want it to go. Okay, I want my... Where am I going to put it? pull that like that, and now it's on there. And then, nope, that's not it. That's not it. I need it on before I do that. Then make my ruffle. Okay, now another one in this one, and then some more ruffle. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, look at there. I like that. Yes, I do. I like that. Very cute. I actually thought of this the other day when I was making some bead dangles for a lady that was doing a swap, and she needed a shabby chic kind of bead dangles, and they were going for that swap, and I thought, man, it'd be nice to put some lace on a bead dangle. So there, that's what I came up with. Cool. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to go behind the butterfly with the actually, I think we're going to have to turn that around. And we're going to go in front of the butterfly. That way when I pin it onto a piece of fabric or something, the butterfly will hang right. So, what are y'all doing today? I hope everybody's doing okay. It is Saturday here. And we're just hanging out pretty much. I don't know, my mom and dad like to watch the baseball games, and I don't know if they have a baseball game to watch this afternoon or not, but I will go in and check on them in a minute and make sure they've got what they need. And this just makes a quick and easy little cluster-like piece.